Tonight, me and some of the G.S.I team have been called out to the Chequers in Alresthorpe. The landlord took over this establishment a few days ago and has since been told about supposed hauntings, particularly one little girl who's believed to be around the age of 7 called Alice. We did pop down a few days ago, just for a couple of hours, just to check things out. We did establish it's haunted, but say it was only here for a couple of hours, so let's first of all now go and speak to Tony, who's setting up in the function room at the back of the building. Then we'll speak to a couple of the bar staff, and then we will begin the investigation. So join us as we try to unravel more mysteries of the Chequers Inn.
Flicker, dim on and off, only certain ones. We've had electricians in to have a look. They said after transformers, chain all the transformers. And when they're standing there saying that it works, they'll do it again. So there's no real reason to why they're doing it. They've changed all the transformers on it, but they still do.
She was just in a white dress, and I would say she was probably of an age of around 5 or 6.
Quite an old lady, knitting away. She asked her if everything was okay, but she was ignored, completely ignored. So she went back to the bar for the glasses that she picked up. Come back up here to have a sort of chat, but nobody was up here. And nobody had gone out the building because she only gone to the bar, just straight.
You don't know what that was.
Since stepping into the public eye some 2.5 years ago, myself and my team, G.S.I Paranormal U.K, have earned a reputation for our no-nonsense approach in paranormal investigation, maintaining our 100% success rate. Though what I show is sometimes controversial, it's also 100% real. So journey with us now for the official investigation of the Chequers Inn. Okay, so now I'm here with the new landlord, Tom, who's only been here a relatively short time and has heard many, many stories. Tom. All right. You were telling me earlier some of the things that you've been told.
Yeah, well, I've been here only a few weeks, but some of my staff members have been here for a few years now. They've said they've seen some funny goings on. We've had one of our staff members up in the restaurant area saying that they saw an old lady in a corner knitting.
An old lady?
An old lady, yeah. She asked her if it was alright, completely ignored her. So she brought the empty glass she had in her hand down to the dishwasher behind the bar here, went back up there, and she was gone. There's no reason for her to disappear.
Also, there's been a story about what's believed to be a little spirit girl called Alice who likes to play.
Yes, another girl called Alice runs around downstairs and up there in the restaurant area as well. She also likes to leave marbles lying around.
Marbles?
Yeah.
So she actually been seen?
I think one of our staff members have seen her, yeah. Come running around down here. Corner of their eye, they saw it and they assumed some kid was down here. And then they asked one of our other staff members, any people were in, and they said no, we're on our own. So that kind of...
So what did you think? Because this is the first place you've been a landlord, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my first pub.
To just effectively get here and also, it's haunted, there's little girls, there's marbles and everything else, that must have been...
Yeah, it's a bit daunting, you think, really, you know.
Not in the job description.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you don't believe it, and then obviously little things do start happening, and you just kind of think, oh, hang on a minute, you know.
Well, we must confess, we came down, because you actually invited us to come down and find out, because there's so many tales about this place. I think it dates back to the 1700s, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Also, this is actually an inn, which means you do let rooms as well, do you? Well, to your knowledge, I know you've not been here very long, has any of the guests ever reported anything?
The other week we had someone saying that there was a person knocking at their door. She said you could actually hear the knocking. Obviously I went to the door.
Room service?
Yeah, we don't do room service, so there's nothing on us. But there was nobody there, so they sort of asked us and was like, no, get upstairs.
Okay, Tom, as you know, was it last week?
It was, yeah.
Well, we came down just for a little check out, just for a couple of hours. And it's the first time we'd actually heard something for yourself.
Yeah.
We went into the function room, wasn't it, right at the back.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, it was a bit surreal. I mean, obviously you start asking me questions, put your tape recorders on, you did definitely hear a voice. We come back into here, and obviously we can hear it clearly. I think it's Thomas just walking with you. I think he said.
Yeah, when I actually said it, and when we actually played it in the restaurant, because the harmonics are different to out there. How clear was that?
It was very clear. Yeah.
We will actually play that in a moment or two, but Thomas was walking with you, and your name is Tom, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I said, "Is your name Thomas?"
Yeah.
And you said yes. Which didn't seem to make a lot of sense at the time, did it? You know,
No.
the spirit telling us that you're walking with me, which I already knew. So that's when I said, unless there's two Thomases, remember? I said, "Is your name Thomas?" And he says, "I am Thomas."
Yeah.
Then they went on to tell us, because I felt a distinct difference that end of the function room on the dance floor area. And then they started talking about graves being under there, which was quite an eye-opener for both of us, wasn't it? So
yeah, definitely.
we are still trying to find old plans, etc. for that, which I'm sure it might be a bit of a struggle, but we will see how far we can go back with that, because it's a little bit patchy, isn't it, the history of this place? It's 1700s, but there's not a lot of detail, is there?
No, I've tried looking myself, possibly after you last visited, but I can't find much really at all in the place.
Brilliant. Okay, Tom, we're going to start in a few moments. First of all, I'm going to have a chat with Ron, who actually runs another inn, but he's actually seen something at this one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you very shortly.
Yeah,
Thanks, Tom.
okay.
Okay, that was Tom. I'm now with Ron, who's a former landlord of another inn that we hope to frequent very, very shortly. Ron has also something to tell us about this place. He's actually witnessed phenomena himself. So, Ron, what happened?
Well, basically, I was working a Wednesday night here, came in, and as I was behind the bar, I was just like doing my usual routine, and then next minute I saw a girl run past going up into the restaurant, and I sort of like.
I take it you mean spirit girl?
Yeah.
Not a girl, or did you not know at the time?
I didn't realise at the time, because basically all I saw was like a little girl in a white dress,
Right.
and she just went up there, and as I sort of like turned to see Dawn, who was one of the ladies that work here, and basically as I turned back round, she was gone. So when Dawn came through, I said, "Oh, have we got anyone staying upstairs?" Because I didn't think anyone was in. And she said, "No." And I said, well, she asked me why, and I just said, "I've just seen a little girl run up there."
What time of day was this?
This was around probably about 7:30 in the evening, 7:45.
And did you have many people in at the time? Was it a quiet evening?
No, it was a quiet evening, and that's why I was surprised actually, because there was no one in this area at the time, and that's what surprised me, because at that time of night, about 7:45, to see a little girl run past, I thought it was just a bit unusual.
Yeah.
And then when Dawn came in and I asked her, she said, "Well, there's no family staying in or anything." And then she said, "Oh, maybe."
Did you see something moving quick that you thought was a little girl, or did you get her good enough to look to sort of determine what age you think she might be, height-wise or anything? Well, how much detail?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, Ron, is how much detail did you actually see, or didn't you? Did you see something out the corner of your eye, or was you 100%?
I was quite aware that it was a little girl.
Okay.
And she was just in a white dress,
Okay.
and I would say she was probably of an age of around 5 or 6.
Which is around about the age that it's believed that Alice is.
This is what I've now been led to believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
it could actually be Alice. Okay.
Yeah.
Prior to that, you said you was working here, so obviously you used to work here.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that your first experience here?
Not really. I had the incident where with a coin.
Oh, you were telling me about this earlier, wasn't
That's
you?
right. Yeah.
Okay,
I was behind the bar, just pottering around, and the old beam right across here had a lovely cobweb through it, and I thought, oh, no one's bothered to do that. So got my cloth and I was wiping along. But as I was wiping it, I was facing that way, and something hit me on the side of the head. Heard a noise on the floor, and when I looked down, there was literally a little half penny with a little ship on it, 1964.
So, tell me again, where was you dusting? Where was you clearing the cobweb? Was it away from you?
It was away from me.
So you didn't actually dislodge something from above, possibly
No,
off the phone or anything?
even when I looked afterwards, there's just no way that there could have been anything lodged up there.
Are we talking about here, this area?
Yeah, it was up here actually, right along here.
Well, these beams?
Yeah.
There's no way to put anything up there.
No.
I don't agree with that. Okay, that's interesting. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, I think you might be joining us for a short time this evening as me, Tom, and some of the team
Yep.
have a little investigation, see if we can uncover a few more mysteries. Tony's at the back setting up. Well, he's already set up and he's monitoring the way the building, the function room. I think it's probably time I should catch up with Tony again, find the rest of the team, and we'll get lights out and see what we can find.
Okay then,
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.
So it'll be at Tony. How's it going, mate?
It's not too bad. Got a few orbs. Well, not like that one there. Has just come like fade, quite large, coming in from where Rachel's sitting across to loop.
That was quite interesting on there.
Yeah. I mean, some of it.
Some of that's obviously dust.
Yeah, but a lot of them are like coming in, doing loop the loop, then carrying on. I'm not saying there couldn't be a draft somewhere, but we are not feeling any drafts for certain. And they're coming in different directions as well, so you can't have dust going one direction and then.
Yeah. So what we've got covered here? Oh, is this all in this room? Is it?
Yeah.
That one is.
We've got the camera off to the left.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can see through that
Then
doorway.
you've got one in the centre, which is the girl sitting there.
They will be
off to
moving
the
very
right.
shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just 3 areas. I mean, ideally, if you had a big screen, you could have had 3 on top, But
Right, I'm getting ready to start in about 10-15 minutes now, Tone. So I'll just finish getting a couple of bits set up, and then we'll see if we can once again speak to Thomas. Okay.
see if we
Brilliant.
can-
Good job, mate.
yeah.
Upon my arrival to the inn, I was greeted by Tom, the landlord. Tom was very sceptical of reports and the claims he had encountered. Just 4 minutes into the investigation, I took my first reply. It was obvious that this had an immediate impact on Tom. The night was still young and there was much, much more to come. Tom, was it the function room at the top?
Yeah, the function room is just behind us. The restaurant's just over there, and that's the original part of the bar, just down that way over there.
Okay, we're talking actually in the function room now. One area that's supposedly very, very active, so we're going to sit down at the table for a minute and see if any spirits will come and talk to us. Is that Becky? It's a little bit static at the minute. Becky, is that you or is that somebody else? Is that somebody else? Can you give me your name, please? Beautiful. So Tom, we're at least 4 minutes into our investigation now.
Yeah.
Is the place haunted?
Definitely.
it's looking
definitely.
quite encouraging, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it kind of makes you speechless a bit, doesn't it?
Well, it's normal to me, but for the first time to know that there's only you in here,
Yeah.
in here, and obviously Rach with the camera, and hear a whisper like that, like we're all around you, or it's all around you.
It's really strange because you see it on TV, don't you? And you think, oh yes.
Yeah, but they don't do this on TV.
No, but you hear that noise.
Yeah, well, quite often it's a shh noise, and
Yeah.
what they tend to do then is take it away, put it through a laptop to enhance
Of
it
course,
through sound filters, and say we think it says. Now the problem with that is the sound then has been manipulated.
Yeah.
The sceptics are quite rightly will say, yeah, but the sound's been manipulated, it could have been made to sound like something else.
Mhm.
This way, it's played on the spot.
Yeah.
The
And it
recorders
is-
were blank.
And it is deadly silent here.
It is deadly silent, and you've got no neighbours.
No,
You know, you've got a main road outside. There's no explanation for that.
no, it's not.
Anyway, Tom, somebody wants to say something. Oh, that is strong. Yes, okay.
I've come into the function room where Dawn and Tom were earlier. I'm just going to see if I can pick anything. We've had a couple of voices in here, so I'm just going to see if I can pick anything up myself. I've just heard a couple of noises, but it could be anything, so here we go. Is anybody here with me who wants to talk to me at all? If you can speak as loud as you can, please. As usual. I got nothing. It's a bit bizarre because everything, it feels like there's just something to my left of me, and that happens to be where the tables were that Tom said had been tipped over, but I'd say it could just be the fact that I know that's happened. So is anybody here? Little girl, Alice, if you're here, can you give me your name, please?
Bearing in mind on this particular occasion we'd only been investigating for some 15 or 20 minutes, with strange glowing figure witnessed by the girls on the CCTV, and indeed the voice of the very young girl, this investigation was really beginning to shape up. What? The hell? The hell? Some very interesting recordings, but I think there's a lot more we can get out of this place as I get to know the spirits and a lot more come forward and talk. Interesting, what could be an interesting revelation is, it would appear the guys are saying that underneath here, as you heard earlier, there's a lot of graves. So I've talked to them about that. We are going to actually look into that. Apparently there was lots of people that died in a fire, you said, Tom?
Yeah.
Which he said at the time this would have been a massive garden or something.
Yeah, I feel it.
So we'll look into that. So we're just going to finish off now. I'm just going to see if I can spend the last 5 minutes chatting to the guys. Okay, we've now just gone lights out for the concluding part of our investigation. Like I said, we was here last week, just for a couple of hours, in which time I made contact with a gentleman, spirit gentleman called Thomas, who proceeded to tell me and claimed that underneath this dance floor there were some graves. Also, the little girl that's been reported by the name of Alice, and also purportedly seen, I was actually told last time I was here there was 2 little girls here called Alice. So it would be good tonight if we could actually speak to one of the children. I think it's time to crack on. We'll catch up with the rest of the team and let's start the investigation. So we'll be back very, very shortly. Right, I'm here just prior to starting. I'm here with Ron now, and obviously it's vitally important that everybody knows that these recorders are totally blank. So Ron, if you can just check this for me. There is one recording on there at the moment.
Yep.
And folder D, can you see that?
Can, yeah.
So if we click that and erase.
Yep.
That's now showing 0 recordings.
Yeah, nothing.
So that is the folder we'll be using. You can of course check it at any stage during the night, because it is important that you realise that that was all captured tonight. Okay, so on this one, erasing folder, that's all erase. Not taking a minute because there's quite a lot in there.
Totally gone.
Oh, erase done. And obviously there's no file in there. You're happy with that?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll be using folder D on this one.
Right.
And what was it on the other one?
For the B, wasn't
Was it B? Shall we just double check?
it?
D on that one as well.
D.
So they're both on D, so that's
Okay.
that's fine. So right now just have a very quick word with Tony, and then we'll go and see if we can talk to some spirits. Okay, guys, what we all gathered around the screen there. Notice what we're looking at.
The girls have seen an object move from left to right, which was well fair size, bright. We'll try to track that down. I did see a glimpse of it before, but since doing the rewinds, we can't seem to find it.
Okay.
Can't guarantee where it is. All I know is it took up a fair bit of the screen. So.
And in the meantime, it would appear I had encountered an impolite spirit. There's something on there before Rachel comes, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something fucker. That's what it sounds like to me. Sorry.
Hang on, that's quite good actually. Hang on. Something fucking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Hang on.
You fucker.
That's good.
Something's fucking with you.
Something's fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, that one didn't sound particularly good. Nathan,
Yes.
what do you make of that recording?
To me, it sounded like someone saying someone's fucking with you.
It was pretty compelling, that one, wasn't it? Now, that's the first one we've had tonight now. And we've probably been on this, 15 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot clearer, that one.
Yeah.
Than the previous one.
It sounds like the guys have just spotted something sounding interesting. Let's pop over there. Okay, guys, what are you... Oh!
That's what we're looking at.
What we're looking
Now, that was interesting.
Yeah.
It was a kind of... There it is!
And again.
It's still there.
Up here.
You watch.
Is that right?
a bit further back.
Was it?
I think it was. Yeah.
About 10 seconds past, wasn't it?
There it is.
That's quite...
There it is.
See the way it kind of...
And you know when that came up, that
Yeah.
was exactly when we were talking about saying effing, and that came up right on the screen as if to, like, it was there, letting you know it's there.
Guys, that
It's amazing.
unpleasant sounding one, what do you think, Tom?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to hear, isn't it, mate, being the landlord?
No, but, you know.
You know. And we've got Ches with us tonight, who's Heather's friend.
Hello.
I was going to say unfortunately, but I'll spare you that one.
Aw.
What? I was only joking. What do you make of that, Ches? Was
I
that
think it's
clear?
really good, yeah.
Yeah. Heather?
Shocked.
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 Shocked. And Tony, you're actually getting quite a few anomalies on the screen now.
I am, since the 3 o'clock zone, which is our favourite time.
So around about 3:30, yeah.
Yeah, well, between 2 and 3 usually. This place is 3 by the looks of it. And those sort of things we can't put down at dust.
Do you make of
Yeah, I
that?
mean, that was really good. I've just come back in the room and it's quite clear. The first part was particularly clear. The only thing I'd like to ask is why I was outside waiting for you all to come in the other room. I want to know, have you got a chiming clock?
Who are you asking, Tom?
I'm asking Tom.
Right, let's just go over to Tom now. Okay, Tom,
No, we haven't got the chiming clock.
you haven't got a chiming
No.
clock. Well, did you hear it?
Yes, I'm hoping the cameras picked it up because it was very clear.
Whereabouts? What, outside
I'm
there?
standing out there waiting for you all to come out.
You're definitely a
He
chiming
didn't
clock.
come out, but definitely
There's no clocks
a
upstairs.
chiming
either.
clock.
Has there ever been a chiming clock that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
No.
So I'm hoping the camera was running, so I'm hoping that we might have picked
Brilliant.
it up.
Okay, little by little, the running time on this camera now is 19 minutes, which that's since we actually put it on, you know, with the faffing about stuff, which is not a great length of time, is it, to be fair? And up to now, just that one voice has made that 90 minutes worth it. You know, the one which we will check later. What I'm going to do is, I bought a loudspeaker, so we can actually play it through the loudspeaker.
Yeah.
which will be most apparent very, very shortly. So in the meantime now, I think we should question that. That was quite a rude voice it sounded, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Rather than walk away, I think we should say, you know what, if that's what you said, yeah.
Challenge it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to challenge it.
No,
I
I
want
meant
to know
as in-
what his attitude problem is.
Yeah, well, that's challenging it, isn't it, really?
No, I was asking a question, but let's see what he's got to say. So let's play that one again, actually. Hang on.
Sounds like David Football, me.
Well, it could be that, could be wrong, but I think we all agree that it sounds pretty unpleasant.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a particularly nice, pretty person, does it? What I will do though is I will give you the opportunity to apologise and we can start again. What have you got to say to that? I think that's quite nice of me, don't you?
Yeah.
Pleasant.
Oh. Does that sound bastard on the end? I'm not being funny, but I can't hear the full word, but it sounds like the end of fucking, as in something in bastard. That's what it sounds like. I could be totally wrong, I'm just going on what I listen.
I'm not being honest, that's not how I said it, but
I still think it says you're a fucking bastard, which is, again, is not very polite. Do you know what? You know when you've got some manners, you've got something decent to say, I might listen to you. Till then, we shall go elsewhere.
Pop some more lungs up.
We're just going to take a little 5-minute break and then we'll be back in 5 minutes and we're going to have a little snoop or investigation in the bar area. Getting interesting now, isn't it? Bit by bit, we haven't been going long, so yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes.
So I thought that last recording said effing burn, but didn't you say last time something about somebody burning the cellar or something?
Yeah, I think there was. Was it?
Well, I was told that there was a family, 2 twin boys and a young girl that were put down in the cellar.
They were hiding from something.
They were hiding from something, and then the actual place was set on fire and they couldn't get out and they died down there. And that was 1800 and something, but I couldn't.
Try and look that up, see if we can
Yeah.
find it. Can we go in the cellar at some
Yeah.
point?
I can take it. We've got a cupboard behind the bar.
Uh-huh.
We think that's where the old cellar door used to be. That's all sort of concrete in, but I'll take it to the main cellar.
Cool.
Because
See if
that
we
man,
can-
that man had done a bit of history on it, hadn't he? And he
Yeah.
brought it in, and
Oh,
that's what he
wow.
gave us.
Well, that'd be good to look
Yeah.
at as well. So yeah, if we can go in there, that would be
Yeah.
quite good.
Right, we're just going down to the cellar to depends how noisy it is, we may not actually be able to pick any replies up. Just to turn the pumps off for 5 minutes if we pick a recording up. Quite often in cellars we do tend to get quite a lot. What a guy.
Stop. I'm going to sit down here, there's no spiders.
Previous research had uncovered the fact that a family and other people had possibly died in a fire in the cellar many, many years ago whilst hiding from somebody. Now some spirits talk to me saying, we drown the babies. Or could it be, we drown the ladies? One has to wonder, could these two things be connected? Could these be the spirits of the person or persons responsible for drowning the ladies or the babies in the cellar at that time? I'm just trying to see if we can find out who. Hang on. Okay, so I'd like to know I'd like to hear from Alice, if there's a little girl called Alice. What was that? What was that? It moved.
What moved?
Sorry, moved.
Something about babies, listen. That really sounds to me like we drown babies. No, I'm not being nasty.
No,
Listen.
it does sound like it.
Did you hear that?
It does,
Listen,
yeah.
listen to this, we drown babies. Listen.
Oh, no, I do hear that.
That sounds to me, I can hear every single word, we drown babies. I'll play that again.
Can I just ask? No, it don't matter.
What do you think to that?
You let that baby move, that's how freak me out a bit.
What we've been interested in doing, Heather?
Yeah. I don't like it when you do this too.
You love it. Record. Stop on the left, and you know the drill.
Okay.
Ask me a question. Speak to Alice.
Okay.
She might not like gentlemen. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, if Alice is here, would you like to call out your name so we know?
Okay, I think, shall we, Alice is generally upstairs, so shall we go upstairs and try and talk to her?
Yeah.
Does that sound good, guys?
Okay.
Okay, we've not been here that long. How long have we been? Hour or two? No, more than an hour. Couple of hours, couple and a half or something. Tom, what do you think?
Yeah, it's
It's hotting up a little bit for the time
Yeah.
we've been here.
it's getting good now, isn't it? It's getting more good or bad, I don't know, but yeah.
Nathan, we've had a couple of pretty loud, decent ones
Yeah,
tonight
it's
now.
getting more interesting.
It's getting a lot more interesting. But you've got to shoot now, haven't you?
Yeah, got to shoot back now.
Okay, so thanks, mate. Thanks for joining us, and we will be joining you in your inn
Yeah.
in a few days. We won't mention which inn at the moment, but it's got a lot of history and it's supposed to be extremely
It's this way.
active, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry.
Ron,
Yeah,
what do you think?
This is the
absolutely brilliant. Just unbelievable, the things that we've heard tonight and
This way.
the feelings that I had. It was great, brilliant.
That little room in particular, you get a sway feeling, don't you? Like
A bit like seasickness.
seasickness,
Yeah.
but I'm going to check that floor's level. In fact, Tom, can you tell us, is that floor level in there?
No,
Oh, it's not.
it's not. Well, no, it is when you first go in, but if you go towards the shelves, it sort of goes up. So that's where we think the door used to be, the hatch, down to the cellar.
Right, Ron and Nathan are off now. We're actually packing up. It's been an interesting night. I would have liked a lot more, but then I always do. We've got a couple of very interesting voices. I think, if it's all right with Tom, shall we play them through the big speakers before we go? It'll probably take us 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Shall we do that?
yeah, good.
Right, in the meantime, I want to say good night to Ron and Nathan, and thanks, guys. It's been great. Okay, for now, that's it from the Chequers in Ulstersthorpe. We will be returning to a more thorough investigation in a few days' time. Tom, how have you found it?
It's been an eye-opener. It's been great. Obviously, they're a lot clearer this time than they were last time, the voices. Cellar kind of scared me half to death, but I think that was great.
That was pretty interesting. Some pretty loud stuff. We've got a lot of recordings actually to go through, haven't we?
Yeah, it's a shame it's run out of battery, really.
Yeah, this will actually run out of battery, but some will say it's not a shame because Tom is actually getting on, and I'm getting evils now. So before we go, also the girls went into that little cupboard.
Yeah,
just
behind the bar, yeah.
Got some bloody good recordings in there, didn't they?
Yeah.
So, anyway, from us now, when I go back to the workshop, I'm going to go through the recordings, put this video together, which you are now watching, which means it was obviously done, and that's it. We'll see you again soon. Right, let's get packed up now. Tom, you got to be up.
Right.
6.
You got to be up in about an hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, mate. I'm proud of you, mate.
It's alright.
I am. You remind me of me.
You make a good Ghostbuster.
He's fantastic, isn't he? This is Don again. I hope you enjoyed that investigation. If you need help and would like me and the team to investigate your premises, get in touch. Email don.phillips.gsi@gmail.com, or why not find us on Facebook? We will see you soon at another location. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe, and once again, thank you for watching.